Once upon a time, life was quiet and peaceful. It was simple and stayed the same, generation after generation. Those days are long gone. Today, people lead increasingly active and dynamic lives, connected to our fellow humans by an environment that is packed with all kinds of devices. In this day and age, we live intensively with others, at home, at school, at work, day and night, on and on and on. This is not a lifestyle reserved for a happy few in rich countries. It's emerging everywhere around the globe. But leading a dynamic life imposes strong demands. Our connected world has one big thing in common. In order to thrive, it needs electricity, and more of it. The question is, how are we going to cater for this? The 20th century solution was to build more, bigger power plants and grids. However, this is not sustainable anymore, neither financially or environmentally. Instead, we must become smarter. Smarter in achieving higher energy efficiency, do more with the same. Smarter in exploiting and integrating many more renewable energy sources. Smarter even in how we consume energy. Therefore, we need smart energy networks. Is this actually possible? Yes, it is. Today, we have technologies such as the Internet and the World Wide Web. They connect computers, locally and globally. They connect people, locally and globally. Information, communication and networking technologies also help us out with making energy smarter. The key idea is, you can connect not only people and computers, but also all kinds of energy-consuming and producing devices in a decentralized way. And then you can let them manage themselves in energy-smart ways. This new way of producing, distributing and consuming energy we call smart energy networks. This is not science fiction fantasy. Look around. You see it happening today. Worldwide, researchers, engineers, companies and universities work to realize smart energy networks. In Europe, laboratories in Sweden and France, for example, test decentralized ways for electrical networks to act smart by repairing themselves and becoming automatically online after a sudden power system breakdown. This is called self-healing of the network. Researchers in Greece and Spain develop methods so that local networks of renewable energy sources run and sustain themselves, even independently of what happens in the rest of the power grid.
Benvinguts, soc el doctor Sureda i tinc el plaer de rebre-us en el paratge natural del Mar Roig.
And in Holland, near the German border, you will find the village of Hoogkerk. It is here that families actively participate in the first live demonstration of smart energy networks in the world. What do we see happening here?
Bij warmtevraag, dus als wij warm water nodig hebben of warm cv-water, dan wordt dat in eerste instantie uit het buffervat gehaald, het voorraadje zeg maar. Mocht dat te weinig zijn, dan hebben we gewoon de conventionele ketel die zeg maar bijlevert.
Doesn't it take up a lot of time?
Nee, dat hoeven wij zelf niet te regelen. Het is verbonden met een modem aan een smart grid en die regelt dat. Dus wij merken daar verder helemaal niets van.
Smart grids make electricity production more renewable, make energy use more efficient, and make management of the total power system more effective and stable. So, smart energy networks are essential for a sustainable future. How do smart energy networks actually work? Beyond what you can see in your home, beyond your electricity meter, how do we coordinate thousands and even millions of energy-consuming and producing devices in the orderly fashion that is required for secure and efficient power delivery? Say we have changeable, stormy weather. Suddenly, wind turbine parks start to produce more power. To maintain the balance of supply and demand in the overall network, it becomes necessary to step up power consumption. So the smart network sends a request around asking to increase power consumption elsewhere in the grid. Certain appliances, such as washing machines, freezers, or devices that are electrically charged, are helpful in such a situation, because they don't care very much whether you start charging, washing, or cooling a little bit earlier or later. So if they have the possibility, such appliances send an OK answer in return. But what if the situation suddenly changes again? The smart energy network sends around a new message, but now it asks to reduce consumption because at a certain location, the power system is out of order. Some appliances know they can help in solving the network problem. They send a positive answer and so act to keep the overall system going. This illustrates what the future energy network will look like. No longer is the power system simply managed top-down by hand from a control room. Instead, it manages itself actively by decentralized communication and coordination. Thanks to ICT technologies such as the Internet and the web, devices communicate with each other about the situation in the network. Then, they come to a negotiated agreement about what to do and act accordingly. Now that sounds really smart. Oh, yes indeed. And what's more, the smart solutions are the sustainable solutions.